They have a lot of things to address. McVay is a master, in my opinion, for a guy his age, as young as he learned well. I don't know who taught him, but he learned well, and he covers all the details. He accepts the full responsibility for the failures that the special teams have had for the last for their 4 losses. And I mean, why would he do that? He did it because he was in charge. He did it because it had to be fixed, and he did it because he's seen it before, and he wasn't going to let it continue.
Again, Rams insider Jackie Slater speaking with our Alex Silverman. It's 2:50.
Southern California is a big, complicated, messy place.
This is going to be a particularly tough year for the city of Los Angeles.
That's where the LA Local steps up to help you navigate around the potholes, learn more about our region, and put words into action.
We know the status quo hasn't delivered better results. We have to take action.
Follow the LA Local on your favorite podcast app every weekday. The LA Local is brought to you by the LA Car Guy family of dealerships. You can see the inventory for all 12 dealerships at LACarGuy.com.
I'm Dr. Eric Baker with Dental Implants GPS. If you're in the car right now, smile in the rearview mirror. Do you like what you see? If you don't or didn't even try due to embarrassment, you may be one of many dealing with missing or failing teeth and looking for the right team to guide you to your new dream smile. I invite you to come into Dental Implants GPS.
The specialists at Dental Implants GPS can guide you to a new healthy smile. So if your teeth are loose or painful, it might be time to replace all of your teeth. Or if you dislike your dentures, call 800-952-4200. Stop hiding. Get back freedom. Imagine enjoying social situations again. The GPS Full Smile Solution is a permanent full mouth teeth replacement. Replace your teeth and restore your self-confidence in one day. Centers in Dana Point, Tustin, Riverside, Reseda, Palmdale, West Covina, and Bakersfield. Call 800-952-4200. That's 800-952-4200.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. CRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1704. Don't lose hope. CRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ for the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmares today by visiting us online at CRA.com or call 800-575-1704. That's 800-575-1704. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Thomas 30 Corey. Fun hard, win big.
Results vary for facts. 1000 Newport Center Drive.
Larry Perrell with you on this Friday afternoon. I do want to mention to you that the National Weather Service has issued a flood advisory until 6 o'clock this evening. This is for parts of L.A. County, including Acton, Santa Clarita, Northridge, Chatsworth, Sylmar, Granada Hills, Porter Ranch 2, San Fernando, Reseda, North Hills, Winnetka 2. This is regarding some heavy rains that are coming through the area right now, so there is definitely a risk of flooding. They definitely say, turn around, don't drown. That is the way to be if you see some of this flooding in those areas. And, yeah, be aware of rock slides and mudslides, too, because it could get pretty dicey through those areas. All right, let's move on to this now. Southern California Congressman who championed the law requiring the feds to release all files on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein says he is certain the White House is breaking the law. Here's Craig Bickner.
As the White House releases batches of redacted Epstein files, there are many skeptics who are trying to figure out whether or not the White House is being truly transparent. Had a chance to talk with Long Beach Congressman Robert Garcia, a Democrat. He says there is evidence to suggest Trump's DOJ has a long way to go on transparency.
What we do know is the DOJ said they had about 300 gigabytes of information, and we think we've only had about 10 of those. So we actually think that we have less than 10% of what they have. And so there's no way of knowing for sure, but if you just look at the data, the amount of data they said that they have, and the amount of data they spent, massive majority of the files that's in their possession.
Garcia describes what's happening now as a White House cover-up and says when lawmakers return to D.C. in the new year, they could pursue legal action against Trump's Attorney General, Pam Bondi. I'm Craig Fisher, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
It is 2:55. And check your traffic now. Here is Danny.
All right, Sylmar 5 North approaching the 5405 split. Disabled big rig in the middle lane. Water moving across lanes. Just a heads up there. A tough drive from the 118. Busy through the Newhall Pass. Northbound 5 loaded up from the 5405 split. 210 West and the 14 South transitions from the 5 North congested as well. Plus an accident on the 5 North approaching the 14. And we got a car facing the wrong way in the carpool lane with a broken axle waiting for a tow. Sherman Oaks 405 South approaching the 101, a car spun out, hit a pole, went down the right shoulder embankment. Vehicle ended up with a flat. Tow truck there negotiating the incident. The delays on the southbound 405 stretch out of Mission Hills. Got a new one, Griffith Park area, 134 east at Forest Lawn. The on-ramp flooded out. I would not use that freeway entrance for the moment. Use Riverside or Buena Vista instead. Monterey Park, 10 east at Fremont. Disabled big rig with a 40,000-pound load along the roadway. CHP blocking all lanes. Tow truck on the scene, and there is a backup there to Western. We got more problems in Pomona, 10 west at Fairplex. Car hit the center divider, flipped over onto its roof into the carpool lane. 2 left lanes blocked by the first responders. It is bumper to bumper. Right at Town Avenue, and that signal extended in Tustin 55 North approaching 5. Really large pothole in the front of the transition of the carpool lane. SoCal's only reliable traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 5 from the Simpson Buick GMC Cadillac 24-hour traffic center.
All right, so again, National Weather Service issuing the flood advisory for Santa Clarita, Northridge, Chatsworth, Sylmar area, Granada Hills, North Hills, Reseda as well. Heavy rain due to thunderstorms in the area, so just a heads up if you are driving through that area now or over the next couple of hours.
Mike Simpson here. Let's talk about the real estate market and how it's feeling more uncertain than ever. Homes are sitting longer, sellers outnumbering buyers. What do you do if you've inherited a home and you want to avoid that stress, the hassle of the traditional selling process? Because it can be really overwhelming. Call Wedgwood Homes first. Talk over your options with them. Because you know, and they know, you've got a lot to deal with. Probate paperwork, maybe multiple heirs, property taxes, repairs, an existing mortgage. With Wedgwood Homes, no need to clean or make repairs or do updates. They buy as is and provide fast, reliable, all cash offers. No commission, no hassle. The team to talk to is over at Wedgwood Homes. The experts in probate, trust, and inheritance, and the offers are firm. So no last-minute price drops like some of the other all-cash buyers. And they can close in as little as 3 days, or they can do it on your timeline. Call them a no-obligation all-cash offer. Wedgwood Homes, 800-781-9600, 800-781-9600, 800-781-9600. The trusted home buyer in Southern California for 40 years. It's WedgwoodHomes.com.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
You know that expression, put a little spring in your step? Well, whoever said it must have been talking about Glide Step hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with Glide Step, you get a pillow-like soft landing, then an explosive takeoff. It makes walking feel effortless. So springy, it's almost like you're floating. And speaking of effortless, have you tried hands-free Skechers slip-ins technology? Just step in, and instantly your shoes are on. No bending down and no touching. Try Glide Step hands-free Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Once a year and happening now. Mike Thompson's RV year-end clearance. Blow-up pricing to December 31st. Final inventory, final discounts. All 2025 must go. Motorhomes, adventure vans, travel trailers, toy haulers, and more. Thousands flat stop retail, in-store and online, MikeThompson.com.
Hurt on the job, developing wrist pain, back pain, headaches due to stress? Call me, attorney Robert Ozeron, at 310-999-9989. The Injured Worker Hotline. That's 310-999-9989.
KNX FM and HD Los Angeles. This is Southern California's news. KNX News.
Coming up, scattered shower still as the storm tapers off. It did dump record-setting rainfall, plus firefighters busy today with swift water rescues. And crews in the mountains are assessing the devastation from the massive mudslide in Wrightwood.
Only on KNX News.
It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Linda Kenyon. A major winter storm is making this post-Christmas travel extremely dangerous in parts of the Northeast. Josh Morgan with the Connecticut Department of Transportation says crews are getting ready.
The winter storm is coming. Travel early. We do not anticipate at this point to issue a travel ban or a tractor-trailer ban, but we are in communication with all of our neighboring states.
Challenging weather is expected along the East Coast for the next couple of days. Meteorologist Craig Allen has details.
The developing storm is going to track from the lower lakes, upper Ohio Valley, off the mid-Atlantic coastline, and there will be a long swath of snow that goes from the Great Lakes region through northern Ohio, most of Pennsylvania, New York State.
The storm is expected to bring most snow in years to the New York City region. Rain, floods, mudslides. Southern California got pretty hard, and Wrightwood, California got all of the above. This Wrightwood resident is undaunted.
Wrightwood is an incredible community, whether it's floods or fires or now this. They really pull together and they're out helping each other.
What did you buy yourself for Christmas? KYW asked this man. His wife is a beautician.
For her sink that she could wash clients' hair at home, but it didn't fit our area, so I had to return it.
How is the return process? It's going to go pretty quickly.
Uber easy, very simple.
Your holiday gift returns be so merry and bright. Ukraine, Nigeria, and Israel all were discussed today in an interview with the president. Here's CBS's Jennifer Kuiper.
President Trump confirms to Politico that he will meet with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu this weekend. On Zelensky's proposal for a peace deal with Russia, Trump says, quote, he doesn't have anything until I approve it, so we'll see what he's got, unquote. President Trump says that the Christmas Day strike on ISIS in northwest Nigeria says it was supposed to be Wednesday, but he pushed it back to Christmas Day for symbolic reasons to, he says, make it a Christmas present. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
In New York's Times Square today, a test of the new ball that will drop on New Year's Eve.
This year's ball is red, white, and blue to bring in the 250th anniversary of America's birth.
For the first time ever, there'll be a second wave of confetti. It will all end with America the Beautiful.
Rosie Rios chairs America 250, the Congressional Commission planning the birthday event. She says there will be a second ball drop on July 3rd.
Bringing in July 4th in the same beautiful style that Times Square knows how to do it.
It'll be the first time the ball has been dropped outside of New Year's Eve.
CBS's Michael Wallace. This is CBS News.
Take O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. From the UCLA Live Group Israel Studios, this is Southern California's news. KNX News.
Good afternoon. It is 3:03. We had record rainfall this holiday, beating out the big Christmas storm of 1971. Here's our 3-day total. 3.4 inches at Hollywood Burbank Airport, 4 inches in Woodland Hills, 2.1 inches in Lancaster, downtown LA. Total rainfall, 2.5 inches. A flood watch still in effect for much of Southern California until 6 o'clock tonight. National Weather Service sending out a storm survey group this afternoon. Boyle Heights to investigate damage that may have been a tornado that happened yesterday. Windows were blown out of a man's businesses, roof damage. We spoke with National Weather Service meteorologist Joe Gerard about what's coming next.
We have the continuing rain coming in off the ocean. Going to be affecting, looks like central and eastern LA County for much of the day. It looks like much of the rest of the afternoon. Finally, this evening, we should see LA County dry out, and then looks like dry through Wednesday.
Yeah, but on Monday and Tuesday, he says we have Santa Ana winds blowing in. That could create problems with trees being uprooted. Then we have more rain headed our way, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. There were some harrowing moments for a 28-year-old woman who somehow ended up in the fast-moving storm waters of the Tujunga Wash. Captain Adam Van Gerpen of the LA City Fire Department says the woman floated some 5 miles down the river before She was rescued by firefighters from a helicopter, but not before a man tried to save the woman himself.
Our helicopter located a male who was in the wash, but this person appeared to be a good Samaritan trying to effect a rescue. So they were tied off in about waist-high water, trying to effect a rescue. The victim continued going down river. Our helicopter stated that they told them to keep searching, so they went down river and they were able to locate the patient.
A paramedic was lowered down, hoisted the woman up to safety. She was taken to the hospital suffering from hypothermia, some cuts and bruises, but she's expected to be okay. And rescue crews have been searching from the air, on the ground, have been unable to find another woman who was reported floating in the Papueto Wash in San Fernando about 11 a.m. Reportedly wearing all black in about 3 feet of water. It was moving about 25 miles an hour. Firefighters say they searched everywhere, but they just can't find her. Hopefully she got out on her own. Let's turn it over to Skyber right now.
There we go.
Oh, sorry, I got to hit your button there, Scotty.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm going to start off here with a sick alert, actually, Emily. This is in the Orange County area, city of Orange, actually, I believe. 55 northbound around the 5, Tustin area. Carpool lane, at least a carpool lane block here, maybe some of the left lane. This was a very large pothole, apparently, and it was about 10 vehicles that got flat. I think the cars are off the freeway, but they're still waiting on Caltrans to finish up there. Noticing a pretty big backup on the 60 going eastbound right now from just about, let's see here, about 7th Avenue out to Azusa. And I believe we have a new issue there. We'll have to look into that. The 10 westbound around Dudley here before you get to Fairplex, we do have an injury crash there. That is tough. Back to Indian Hill at this point, a lot of eastbound flowing from the Kellogg interchange. And we do have a new wreck here, Baldwin Park on the 10 westbound, Emily. This is right at the 605 or just west of it. It looks like CHP just got there. They're blocking the entire freeway right now. Again, westbound 10 just west of the 605.
All right, and we'll see you back here in 10 minutes, Scotty. Oh, Wrightwood, it is a mess right now. They still have some debris flows up there coming on top of that massive mudslide from the rainstorm Wednesday. Homes and cars battered, destroyed. This is in San Bernardino County and Wrightwood, also on the edge of LA County. There's about 4,700 people who live up there. Sean Millerick is with the San Bernardino County Fire Department.
At this point, we've moved from a emergency response to a recovery operation up there. We got really lucky yesterday with pretty good weather, so our crews could get in, make sure everybody was safe, check all the houses. And so once we determined that the life safety issue had been mitigated, we kind of turned our attention towards the recovery efforts.
And it is still raining up there right now. They could get a couple more inches before this storm is over. The good news is no major injuries. Altadena holding up despite getting drenched. LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger checked out the burn scar this morning.
Public Works, they have been on top of this. As soon as there's a mud flow that comes down, they've cleaned it out, so it's kept the streets, for the most part, clear. People have really heeded the warning as it relates to the sandbags on their properties.
Do you know of any people who decided to pack up and leave as a precaution, or did most people stay?
What I saw up there, it was pretty quiet. Not a lot of cars on the road. People, I really do believe, are using common sense now, recognizing better safe than sorry.
And that was LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger speaking with our Craig Signer. So we don't even have the final totals yet from this storm, but it was a historic one. Alex Silverman puts it in perspective.
A bunch of spots across our area smashed the single-day record for Christmas Eve. Burbank Airport came in with almost 3.5 inches of rain, breaking the 54-year-old record by more than a full inch. Same for Woodland Hills, which had almost 4 inches just on that one day. Those two spots and various others had the wettest two-day stretch over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day on record. For downtown L.A., it was the most since the holiday storm of 1971. So where do we stand for the season now? We'll cross the 10-inch mark when the final totals are in from this storm. It's the 8th wettest start to the rainy season on record for Los Angeles, where records go back about 140 years.
Today, the mother of 9-year-old Melody Buzzard, who was found murdered in Utah, pleaded not guilty to premeditated murder. Ashley Buzzard was arrested for Melody's murder Tuesday in Lompoc after her daughter went missing in October. Investigators say Melody was found shot to death earlier this month in Utah, where she and Ashley traveled together. See, Melody was flashing on camera with her mother near the Colorado-Utah border on October 9th, where the Chevy that Ashley rented was seen driving with New York plates. Investigators say the original plates were back on the car when it was returned the following day, and Melody was not with her mother. New year, new rules. On January 1st, it will be a misdemeanor to have a key programming device, key duplicating device, or signal extender with the intent to commit burglary. That's because that's how people are stealing cars now. And people riding electric bicycles will need to have solid or flashing red lights with a built-in reflector on the rear at all times, even during the day. Speed limits in school zones can be lowered from 25 to 20 miles an hour, and when robotaxis commit a traffic offense, the company that runs them will be getting a ticket. Oh, the weather outside a little bit frightful, but Heather Jordan has more on why staying inside could be the way to go this weekend.
Netflix and chill, or maybe you are in a serial relationship with your friends in a really good TV series. It's good reason to cuddle up in front of the television, and it's not just because it's cold and rainy or snowy outside. Award-winning entertainment journalist Scott Nance tells us the finale of Stranger Things is coming to an epic end.
Netflix is the piece de resistance when it comes to content, and right now everyone is talking about the 5th and final season of Stranger Things. Now, this show started 9 years ago. The cast members were kids, and now they are grown up, and they are finally ready to move. It has been a few years between season 4 and season 5 because of reasons like the strikes and the delays and everything that came with that, but they are going out in a very big way.
Yeah, that big way? Well, you can watch the final episode of Stranger Things in select theaters around the country on New Year's Eve, December 31st. The showing starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is the same time as the finale global premiere on Netflix. I'm Heather Jordan, KX News 97.1 FM.
And we'll be right back with traffic.
The 2025 Subaru Share the Love event is on at Simmons. Subaru and Simmons Subaru will donate $325 to purchaser or lessee selected national or hometown charities. See retailer or Subaru.com/share for details. SimmonsSubaru.com.
No, they're breaking our stucco. Is there no better way to install new windows? California Deluxe Windows. We got
I have it listed 2.25 inches in the front, 1 inch in the back. I can go over speed bumps in those off-roading trails. It makes it feel like nothing.
Now it's easier than ever to modify your Toyota at your local Toyota dealer. We're partnering with leading accessory brands like ARB, Fox, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence.
My favorite spot that I've taken it to is where Colorado, Wyoming, and Utah touch. It's the Blue Ribbon River, which means the fly fishing is incredible.
From suspension upgrades to roof racks, modify your Toyota truck or SUV at your local Toyota dealer just the way you want, with warranted custom work. Or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
At Straight Talk, we get it. You say no a lot. Mom, can I get a tarantula? No. Coffee? No. So we're giving you more reasons to say yes, like a free 5G phone with real unlimited data with select plan activation. Can I use the free phone? Yes. See? Doesn't it feel good to say yes to more? Absolutely. They sure do. Absolutely not. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. In-store activation of Gold Unlimited plan or higher required for network management practices. Visit straighttalk.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family. Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapor Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapor Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Got any gadgets? Get online protection. NordVPN has a ho-ho holiday deal just for you. Secure up to 10 devices with a single account. NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro feature helps you avoid malware, phishing, and annoying trackers. Just a few taps and you're safer online. Let your gadgets sparkle with online security. Go to NordVPN.com and get up to 77% off plus 3 extra months. NordVPN.
Good afternoon. I am Emily Valdez. Coming up, we're going to have the latest on this storm. I just want to point out we have a flood advisory until 6 p.m. for Western LA County. National Weather Services says a big squall just went through. So if you're in Acton, Santa Clarita, Northridge, Casper, Sylmar, Granada Hills, Puerto Ranch, San Fernando, Reseda, or North Hills, watch out for minor flooding because of this squall. We're going to have more on this coming up. Right now, though, let's turn it over to Manny Pacheco for a look at sky. Manny.
Thank you. Let's start off
sorry,
here.
Scotty.
No problem.
Scotty.
Yeah, let's start off here in the San Fernando Valley. It's Daniel from West Hills gave us a call on the tip line. Says there's some pretty heavy rain there in the valley, so definitely watch your speeds. And he did have some good advice. He said keep it toward the middle of the freeway there. Stay out of the left lanes because that's kind of where the water pools. And definitely slow down. Remember, lights on, wipers on. We have a new signal at southbound 5 at the 210. This is a disabled big rig. And I think this has been sitting here for a while. It's actually pretty bad here as far as the backup's concerned, starting at the 14 and quite a bit of northbound flying, getting up through the Newhall Pass as well, through the Sylmar area there, basically past the 14 freeway interchange. Southern California Toyota dealers, instant IV of West 60 around Garfield. We had a stall in the middle lanes. That's still heavy from San Gabriel, actually Paramount Boulevard, so not quite the San Gabriel, but if you can use the 10, you might save a little bit of time. We'll call that your instant route change, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We do have this West 10 crash, though, in Pomona, right around Dudley, that is blocking a lane or two, and that is heavy there still from just about Town Avenue, eastbound, pretty tough through the Kellogg interchange. And looks like our signaler continues north 55 at the 5. Some left lanes blocked here to fill a pothole. And westbound 22, we've got a new issue here coming up to Main Street, so right by the Orange Crush. This is the wreck and blocking some of the left lanes. Looks like at least a carpool lane block. And that is heavy from almost to 55 at this point on the westbound side of the 22. SoCal's only reliable traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 5, Irvine Auto Center, 24-hour traffic center.
And I'm looking at the radar right now. We had that big, heavy rain squall just go through the San Fernando Valley. Another one is in Agoura, and that one's heading to the valley now. Glendale is getting hit, so is East Hollywood, Pasadena, and parts of the Inland Empire are seeing it as well. But the rain is supposed to be tapering off overnight, and we're going to get some sunny skies. Then we can expect Santa Ana winds Monday and Tuesday, and more possible rain coming on New Year's Eve through New Year's Day. It is 59 degrees, light rain here on the Miracle Mile.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a weedy